Welcome to Sit Down City Lifestyle, Vegas Edition podcast. My name's Chrissy Bound. I'm the publisher for Henderson City Lifestyle. And joining us today is my girl, Tianna Lopez,
Woo!
owner of Let's Market Vegas. Thanks for coming on.
Of course. I'm so excited to be here.
We did it.
I know.
So funny.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped. Okay.
Yeah.
So for those who may have seen the social side of Henderson City Lifestyle, we have to give all the credit to Tianna here and her team because they're the voice behind Henderson City Lifestyle. They're the ones that bring all the stories to life. So thank you.
You're welcome. Unless you don't like it, it wasn't me.
Yeah. And then it was me.
Yeah, then it was all Chrissy.
It all comes back to me anyway. But thank you so much. It's been just such a blessing to have you like side by side with me every single day. So I'm so happy.
Me too, and you've been wonderful to work with. One of the reasons why I started Market Vegas is because I wanted to choose the people that I wanted to work with, and you're one of the best choices I've made for sure. And I'm not just saying that because I'm sitting your podcast. I actually enjoy working with you
I love
a lot.
It.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun. We have a good time. Like we're doing a lot of great work, but we're also laughing and joking and having a great time along the way.
I agree. You know, even though I started my own company, I think there's this myth that we all need a dream job. Like no one dreams of work. You know, you can really enjoy what you do, and I love doing what I do. It's taken me to some incredible places.
Yeah.
But it's the people that make it. I'm like, no one wants to work, so let's have fun while we do it.
100%.
You know? Let's take the edge off.
Well, okay, so for those who aren't familiar, tell them about Let's Market Vegas.
So I started Market Vegas in 2020 after being laid off during COVID. At the time, I was running all of the marketing for one of the best show producers on the Strip. Still friends with them to this day.
Me too.
Yes, you are. I love them so much. I see them all the time. But all the shows were shut down and I couldn't go work for any of the other shows. Mm-hmm. So I kind of took some time to really decide what I wanted to do. I had been thinking about maybe starting my own thing for a while, and I just couldn't get there. Yeah. I'm a creature of habit and I like safety and nothing scary. And so it kind of forced my hand and I started freelancing and it just kind of turned into what it is today. And I realized that I had something, and now here we are 5 years later and I'm sitting a podcast with you. Yes,
firm.
We're a full service agency. Yeah.
So explain a little bit for those who might not be familiar with what a full service agency is.
So what it looks like for my agency is we do everything from traditional media buys, digital advertising, which is really our strong point. We do social media services, organic and paid. You name it, we do it. Graphic design, web design, coding. We do it all. Anything that will help your business grow, we do it.
Exactly, which is great because for someone like me that has 1 million things that on my plate, I can call you and be like, help me with all of the above.
Yeah.
Here. So.
And you know, I'm definitely a do as I say, not as I do person. Like it's hard for me to market my own company when I'm doing it for other people. So I get it. Yeah. But you do need a team.
You do need a team.
You need a team.
You need that person. It's so funny because I will never forget, like our very first time you were filming me, and I'm so uncomfortable being in front of the camera. I'm the one who does the storytelling, not the one who the story is about. And so the first time when you came with me and you're following me with the camera, I literally felt like I was doing like the Forrest Gump, like one of these in front of the cameras. I'm like, this is so weird. And you're like, you're going to have to get over that real quick.
You are, but I will say, I tell all of my clients this, it's weird for anybody. Working in the entertainment industry for a long time has put me in contact with a lot of celebrities, a lot of big name people. And the second you stick a camera in their face, and these are people who are used to having cameras in their face, the second you stick a camera in their face, they clam up. I don't know what it is about a camera, but it's hard for even the professionals. So the best thing you can do is just do it.
Just
do it scared is my motto.
Do it scared.
I do everything scared.
1,000%. Because you're right. It's so awkward. Like we could be sitting here having this conversation, but as soon as the camera goes on, it's like, oh,
Yep. I feel the same way.
We've been doing this podcast now for almost 2 years, and it's so funny because every single time I still have that moment right before where I'm like, I'm not sweaty like I used to in the beginning. In the beginning, I was just pouring sweat.
I'm drenched.
I respect your honesty, and I know how you feel.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why we wear a lot of black
layers,
clothing and layers on this podcast,
very forgiving,
just in case. So okay. If you were to talk to somebody who's like, I don't know where to start, I need to market my business, and I want to have a stronger presence on social, what would you recommend for somebody like that?
My recommendation is to always just get started.
Yep.
Because I'm a big fan of progress over perfection. What I'm not saying is throw strategy out the window.
Yes.
But some people get so paralyzed by, I have to have all of
everything perfect.
Yes. And that actually is such a hindrance to you. You can actually make adjustments as you go. So just get started.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Do something.
Show up anything and learn along the way, or hire me.
or hire me.
Yeah.
Because you'll tell us what to do.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what to do. Yeah.
Well, and do you feel like I don't know. I think this goes both ways because like with cancel culture and everything else, like I think people are afraid to make a misstep on their social because small things can be interpreted differently, and the next thing you know, you're canceled. So, how forgiving do you think that people are in the social media realm?
They're not.
Okay.
You will always have your trolls.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you and I actually just had this conversation
Yeah.
because we posted something that really performed well and we got our first troll. And
We
I
got
was
a
like,
troll.
we're doing something right because we got a troll. We're showing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
My opinion is this. One, I feel like cancel culture is actually dying down a little bit on social media. I think people are just kind of sick of it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
But also, you just can't be afraid of conflict. It's going to happen just like it is in real life.
Yeah.
And it's a great opportunity for your brand to show who it is. When you can, I'm not saying respond to everything because nobody has time for that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is worth it to respond because it shows other people who you are as a brand and what your morals and values are.
For sure.
You're going to make mistakes. You can't be there or be everything for everybody. You just have to show up. It's par for the course.
Well, another big conversation that you and I have had is the importance of followers versus the engagement level in your content. Like,
Yeah.
what is the gold star as people are looking at, like, how is my account performing? Is it the number of followers? Is it the engagement? Like, where's the win?
So many people come to me and they're concerned with follower count. And my advice to them is that follower counts should not be the gold standard of account performance. I'm not saying it's not important, but it is a vanity metric.
Okay.
I do think it matters, and I
Yep.
do think you should work on that, but I don't think it's the
end all.
best gauge of how your account is performing. What I would be more concerned with is reach, views, and engagement, mostly engagement. Are people engaging with your content? Because ultimately that will help you get more followers anyways. So
Yeah.
a lot of times if you have a follower problem, you have an engagement problem.
Interesting.
So work on your engagement. Be engaging. Be social.
Oh, that's another one you always say. You say social media was intended to be social.
Yeah. They're
people
called
forget that.
social networks.
Yes.
Both of
but-
those things require you to be personable and social, but businesses and brands tend to treat their social media accounts like bulletin boards.
Yeah.
And just post, hey, we have this thing coming up Friday, and then that's it. They set it and forget it, they post it. But you have to engage with people. That's what the platforms were created for. You need to engage with your brands. And and a lot of people don't have time to do this. So I say, you had asked me, like, if I have 30 minutes, what is the best 30 minutes that I could use? I would say use half of that time engaging with other brands, engaging with your customers.
Yeah.
Be personable.
Which is such a good piece of advice because I feel like, as a business owner, you're busy. You've got so many things on your plate. You're trying to manage all the things in a day. And, you have this limited amount of time. And my original thought before you and I had that conversation was like, I need to get more content out. Like, I have so much content for the magazines. Like, I need to put more of this content out. And it didn't even occur to me until you and I had that conversation of like, wait, hold up, take a pause. We actually have to reply and respond and like and answer questions and all those things instead of just like funneling out more content. Take a
And
beat and actually
More to your
engage.
point, when I first came on, one of the very first things I did just that. I went and followed more accounts.
Yeah.
I went and engaged with them, and we got the first influx of followers we got were from that.
Yeah,
It wasn't
or from
from
following
anything
other
else. It
people.
wasn't even from changing our content.
Yeah.
It was from following other people. It was from commenting on other people. It was just from being personable and funny and bringing
Well-
some life to the page.
And humanizing it was another big one too. Like, I think a lot of brands fall victim to this, and at times, myself included, we forget that there has to be that people want to engage with a person. Like, even though you're on a social platform, you're on a digital platform, people still want to know that there's a voice or a person that's behind that brand.
Yeah, I like to tell my clients that people are more likely to buy into your brand if they buy into you first.
100%.
So you have to show you, and I know that's nerve-wracking because we don't want to be judged. And
Yeah. And we don't want to make it about us. Like,
Yeah.
I never want, and we can be candid on this podcast.
Absolutely, we can.
I never wanted the magazine to be about me.
Mm-hmm.
It was about the community and about the people that we serve and about the amazing things that the people around us are doing and to be that storyteller. So it was wildly uncomfortable, and it still is. But I think to your point, like, people also, once they started to see, like, hey, this girl's been in town for 20 plus years, and she lives here, and she works here, and she shops here, and all those things, like, I think the engagement definitely helped there too. But another thing that we've also done is you'll actually delete followers.
I will.
From my account.
Yes.
And I think it's interesting because, like, you know, there's certain people who are really concerned with the number of followers on a page, myself included, before we started working together. And, you know, you'll actually go through, and if it looks like it could even possibly be a fake account, you're deleting it immediately.
Yeah. There's also an option for you to go on to see who's least interacted with you. Delete them too. If they're not interacting with you, it actually hurts your brand.
Because the algorithm pushes based on the engagement, not the followers.
Yes.
That was a huge lesson.
Yeah.
Of course, as business owners, we're looking at like, well, how many followers do I have? And it's like, well, does that really matter? Or are the people that are following you truly interacting and engaging? In
There's
all
a
the things?
reason why a lot of small businesses are working with nano influencers because they just have better engagement than some of the bigger influencers.
Well,
they have smaller follower counts, but they have much more better engagement.
Explain the nano influencer to somebody who might not know.
So
what
a
that
nano influencer is someone with, like, I'm gonna probably get this wrong off the top of my head, but it's going to be less than 5,000 followers.
Okay.
Nano influencers. Yeah.
Okay.
Micro influencers are like 10,000.
10,000 plus.
Yeah.
The megas.
Oh.
The megas
hundreds
are
of
like 100,000.
thousands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when people are trying to grow, there's all these viral trends that we're seeing. So, and a lot of businesses like that are totally unrelated are creating videos using these viral trends. Like we're seeing, like, you know, doctors doing like dances and like all these different things. So what is your take on participate in the viral trends or abstain?
I'm a creative, so I never want to limit anybody, but I have a motto, and I tell some of my clients this too, is if you live by the trends, you die by them.
Amen.
So while they're fun to participate, it's fun to be creative. And I do think you should engage with the social climate of our age.
Yeah.
I don't think you should solely do that.
Yeah.
I think it actually is very detrimental to only live by viral trends. You can't provide the genuine help and support to your followership if you're doing just trends. You just can't.
Well, and how important is a viral video?
Well, I always ask, what does viral even mean anymore? You know,
That's a
truly,
good
like, what does
question.
viral even mean?
Yeah.
You know, you can get like millions of followers, and what's viral for you might not be viral for somebody else. Like for us, 10,000 views, a couple thousand views on a reel is great. But I have other clients where that's not a good metric for them.
Yeah.
You know, it depends. It depends on your brand and where
what
you're
the
at.
goal is too.
Yeah,
you know?
just because imagine that you were speaking to a room of 10,000 people about your brand. That's a lot of people. And I think social media and the internet has really warped our sense of many things, but reality is a good way to put it. Yeah.
Well, one of the discussions that I have a lot with clients is like, you know, does a viral video actually move the needle in terms of generating business and revenue for your brand? And this is something that comes up a lot. It's like, yes, I see, like, it's great for visibility, but is it actually generating leads? And I think that's where, like, you got to find, to your point, like, you got to find that balance between, like, participating in those trends, but then also making sure that, like, you're getting the message that you want them to know about your business across, you know?
I agree.
And it's a dance.
I had one go viral for a client. It had millions of views, this reel. And we were so happy until we saw why it went viral.
Oh no.
And
I'm scared.
I can't even say, honestly. Like it
fine.
was
It's
that
fine.
bad. But it was horrible because we got a bunch of people. There was nothing wrong with the video. We didn't do anything wrong in the video. It just attracted a certain audience that we didn't want.
Okay.
And it totally screwed up our audience metrics. It was a bad day to be Market Vegas for a viral video.
I can imagine. I mean, what are some of those dangers that you're seeing on social?
The biggest danger I see on social and is people getting sucked into echo chambers.
Oh no. Okay.
And then AI, of course.
Yes.
It's, you know,
What's real? What's fake?
Yeah, with all tools, it can be used for good and for evil. But I think the biggest problem I see on social media, and I am chronically online.
I know you
so
are.
I understand, but I am chronically online, and I just see people getting sucked into echo chambers. We have to put the phones down sometimes and get out into the real world.
And interact.
Yeah, and interact with people.
And be social.
Yeah. People don't understand that the algorithms are designed to feed you exactly what you want to see and hear, and they're designed to keep you online. So they're only going to feed you stuff that already reinforces the things that you think about and agree with. And sometimes it's good to disagree with people, and we've just lost that completely. So I think you have to be really careful about what you engage with online.
Oh my God, that's such a mic drop moment right there. It's so true, especially in this climate.
And I probably shouldn't say that as someone who, eats because of social media, but it's,
it's one of the true statements.
I'm still a person. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. It's like, and it is interesting because like the algorithm, to your point, it pumps you exactly what you want to see. And having those differentiation of views is like what, how society ran for how many years, you know what I mean? Having that like respectable debate or just respectable disagreement is something I feel like, I agree, I feel like we've lost a major part of in society, which
we
is
definitely have.
So, well, I mean, looking ahead, are there ways to kind of stand out in a crowded space? Like I feel like we're constantly inundated with the algorithm, what the stories they're pushing us with different messages. What would be a piece of advice for how to stand out in a really crowded space?
Give value. Give value. Give value to people. Be authentic. Be genuine. Be social. I will say it gets harder and harder as time goes on, as more people come online, as more people start engaging on social media, the share of voice grows. And sometimes it is pay to play now because more and more people are also advertising. And so these social media platforms have to, by law, give these people they have to give these people what they're paying for. And so that provides less opportunity for your organic content to stand out. It still can. I'm not saying it can't, but the best way to do it is to just be genuine, be authentic, find your people online and cater to them, and the rest will flow.
Yeah, find your niche and then own that space, and don't try to be everything to everyone.
And because you can't.
Yeah. And
just like in your business.
Social's such a hard job. I think now, because we all have phones and we all have mini mics. I mean, I bought my little mini mic for $12 on Amazon. It works great. But I think, everyone has a platform now. We didn't once before.
And we shouldn't. Not everybody should. Yeah, I'm like, not everybody should have a platform. I know a couple.
So funny.
Just kidding.
Well, it's, one of my friends, we've talked about this before. She's what you would call a mega influencer at this point, like millions of followers, et cetera, et cetera. And she has her niche, and she talks about mom stuff, and that's her niche that she kind of owned that space in. But the interesting thing, and I was just talking to somebody about this, what people don't realize is that she was in professional entertainment before. Like she was producing a daily entertainment lifestyle show every single day, 5 days a week for years before she actually took this step into becoming what's now a mega influencer, So she had those production, that production talent and that skill set that she was using for traditional television before becoming what is now an influencer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's funny to see a lot of the mega influencers I think that you see online kind of come from a similar background where they were professionally in that space first, and now they're blowing up, and it's like, but there's a lot of young people that are coming up through the ranks, and my nephew included. My nephew's like, he wants to be a YouTuber. You know?
So does my son.
Yeah. They all want to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, but there's still a lot of training, a lot of work, a lot of science that goes behind that job. And, I learned that firsthand. That's why I have you, because you think, okay, I'll post this, and this, and this will be great. No, there's a whole science that goes into it. And that's why I think, we need professionals who can help guide us in that space.
Absolutely. Anybody can post on social media.
Yes.
But to your point, there's
a lot that goes into it.
Yes, there's a lot that goes into it,
yes.
And it's not as easy as everybody thinks that it is.
No. The report that you send me at the end of the month is 5 pages long of data and analytics and all this stuff that I never would have even thought about beforehand. So,
and that's why I always recommend that people do it, because it is data driven, and you can change and adjust your strategy based on the numbers, and it's all there. It's provided for you if you know how to interpret it.
Yeah. For sure, but that's again where the professionals come.
Yeah, exactly.
So, if you had to say a trend that you love and a trend that would retire, what would it be on social?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, I love all the creative trends. I really do. For me, it would be the cancel culture trend. I'm so sick of it. And the calling people out. Just stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane. Keep dancing. Keep doing all that stuff. I love it. We listen to it in our office all the time. We're like, oh, did you see this? I love the creative aspect. Keep creating. Like, art is so important for our life. And there are so many brilliant creators on social media. Keep doing it. I think it's more of a cult. I would say that the culture trends I feel need to change.
Okay. And with some of these different trends, like if you had to say the biggest way that you think that social is impacting business images, what would you say?
I would say that it's personalizing them. Some of the best content I've seen from brands has been on, well, formerly Twitter, X, Threads, you know, these social media managers and teams that are honestly so hilarious on social media.
Some
it's
of the
just humanizing. Yes, they're so funny. Wendy's.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. The first one that came to mind
I'll never
was
miss one.
So good.
Yeah. Honestly, I just think it's humanizing brands.
Yeah.
If they're doing it right.
Yep. And if they're doing it wrong,
they're so tone deaf.
Yeah.
Some of them are so tone deaf.
Yeah. I've seen some of those like land horribly too, where people have thought like, oh, this would be funny. And it's just like,
oh no.
I'm cringing. Yeah. Cringing. You know, I literally sometimes will have to do like one of these.
Yes. Yeah.
Look, it's so awkward. It's like watching a slow
It's like
train.
quick swipe, real quick. Yeah.
Get it away. Get it away. So funny. Okay. Final piece of advice, because we're running out of time. We could go all day, by the way.
Yeah.
We could literally go all day.
Oh, 100%. I'm like, when can I come back? I got more stuff to talk about.
I know. So final piece of advice, if you had to leave people with one thing to take away from today, what would it be?
Just get started. Do it scared. Figure it out on the way.
Yep.
The biggest mistake that I see clients make is they don't get started.
They wait.
They wwait too long to show up. They wait for perfection. Yeah. And a lot of times the mistakes are actually what endear people to you.
100%. And if people want to use your services, how should they reach out to you?
They need to email me.
Okay.
Tianna, Tiana, at letsmarketvegas.com.
Well, thank you so much for making the time today and for coming
Thanks for
on
having me.
and for everything that you do for the
Of
magazine.
course.
It's been just a literal godsend for me. So I honestly don't know how I did it before you. I look back now, I'm like, how was I managing all that?
So is this a good time to bring up our contract renewal then?
Oh my God. Of course. Well,
You heard it here.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for everything.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we will definitely have you on again. There's plenty more that we haven't talked about yet. So.
Yes.
All right. Well, for all of you guys who listened or watched, thank you. And we look forward to seeing you guys next time.